us from wherever you are. Of course, it's a Monday and it's another beautiful week, the 16th of September 2019. I am Nabukera Leila. Thank you for joining us wherever you are. You know what happens on Mondays. Mumanyi ekibawo nyongera okwaniza bonna yali eyo okusinzira mu bitundu byonna ebyenjawulo gy'osinzira otulaba olunaku lwa Monday. Mumanyi ekibawo olunaku luno tuleeta omuntu asobola okwogerako eri mmwe ng'asobola okukola ebintu ebyenjawulo okuinspiring abavubuka abalala ebweru eyo. And as it is today in the studio, I have a special guest. Sigenda kubanga mwanjula kati wabula muzikirize mbajjukize nti sinzira ku mikutu gwaffe ku mikutu gyaffe gya social media obenga otufuna butereevu Youth Television Uganda, Facebook ne YouTube ogenda kubanga otufuna butereevu. Of course, it's a new day and each new day has a different session and roll with it tugende mu maaso. Olwaleero tulina bingi ebyokuyiga. Tutunulidde persistence oba okulemerako. Persistence needs patience and belief. Okulemerako kwetaaga obugumiikiriza n'okukkiriza. Olina okubeera n'essuubi nti bw'olemerako in that process you will achieve something. Otherwise, oba tolina ssuubi togenda kujjamu by'oba osuubira. Ng'awo mu studio ninamu Bryan. He is a motivational and inspirational speaker. Akola ebintu byanjawulo, akwasaganya ebintu ebyenjawulo ng'ava mu talentwalls gy'ava ekibiina ekyo. Ayogerako eri abantu mu masomero ne mu bintu ebirala bwe tulina mu studio. Agenda tubulira ebintu ebyenjawulo ku bugumiikiriza oba persistence, ate twongera okumumanya ku katono ku ye nga ye obulamu bwe obwa bulijjo. Tulina bingi ebyokuyiga, sembera tuyige katukomewo. Alright, welcome back from that short commercial break. I welcome you once again. Nyongera okwaniza akatolekako olunaku lwa Monday and it's an inspirational Monday. Olunaku lwali tugenda kutunulira persistence oba okulemerako. Omuntu tugenda kuba tutunulira omuntu ddi yeetaaga okulemerako ku kintu kyakola. Nagambye omuntu okulemerako yeetaaga okuba n'obukkiriza n'essuubi. Ewatali ekyo togenda kufuna by'osuubira mu kufuna mu bugumiikiriza obwo. Nakutegeeza nti mu studio ninamu omwami ayitibwa Bryan ng'ava mu talentwalls. He's an inspirational and a motivation speaker. Bwe tugenda okuba naye olunaku lwaleero. Yes. Bryan, good morning.
Good morning to you.
How is your morning?
How's yours?
Mine is good too.
Thanks to you, Leila, and thanks to YouthTV for hosting.
Okay. Bryan, kulabulabika bulungi akamwenyu ku matama kwekali ani akedde okusanyusa?
No, I mean it's a Monday. Mondays are always my favorite days of the week.
Okay.
I wake up early and sit down. Ngezaako okulowooza ku no planning ekyebigenda okugenda mu week. Ekyebigenda okubeera mu week. And the more you realize that kigenda kuba kirungi n'okukkiriza nti Mukama agenda kukkiriza. N'okukkiriza nti Mukama akirimu.
Okay, Bryan.
Good morning.
Twetaaga okumanya akatonotono kuggwe nga tetunaba kubaako we tweyongerako mu maaso awo. Sooka otubulire Bryan azaalibwa wa?
Bryan bazaala ku Mutala Kanyanya.
Okay.
Gaza Road awo. Mama wange bamuyita Najita Jennifer. Hi, Mom. I grew up with a single mother, by the way. My father passed away when I was about 11.
Okay,
yes.
So rest please.
So since then, I think it's been like you brought it in, persistence. I grew up with a very persistent mother. One school, primary school, one school, secondary school. Didn't matter how expensive it was, or didn't matter how many times I got chased away from school for the school fees. still went back. We kept, exactly. She kept on persisting. I mean, she did odd jobs to see that we make it through school. I'm the eldest of 4. I have to say, I have 2 sisters and 1 brother. 1 brother is not in the country, but my 2 sisters are with me all the time. Love them very much because I mean, say it's growing up.
Family.
Yeah, it's family.
Okay. Otubulidde nti ozaalaako mu ttala Kanyanya gy'ozaalibwa. And you told us your dad passed too.
Yeah.
Obulamu bwakutambulira butya nga taata amaze okuvaako?
First of all, the day is always vivid. It's October 9th, Independence Day. So trust me, you can't run away from that.
Yeah.
You know, very rainy October 9th. And all I remember is I knew that Dad had been not feeling well for quite a while. I knew it because being the eldest of 4, definitely there are some things that you're privy of, which your siblings may not necessarily be knowing, yes. But I knew that he had been sick quite a while. I knew that he had been brought back home because meds had failed, so it was basically
God's.
Exactly, it was about it. It was basically a waiting game. Precisely. Yeah, but like I said, that definitive October 9th, so many years ago, woke up to lots of noise, lots of commotion in the house. I mean, if you sleep next door, there's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of probably it's not excitement per se, but there's a lot of noise in the house. It's very rainy. It's
a lot of sorrow.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, there was no coming back from that. I just had to go in there and see what exactly was happening. Yeah, and I think that moment really changed my life, I believe. Because
from that day, how did your life change?
I mean, we moved. My father was a banker. He used to work with the former UCB. He was an accountant. I'd worked there for quite a while. I was in day school at Shimoni demonstration school. So I used to go with him every morning. So it was a father-son experience was a good one.
You were much into touch.
Exactly. So I knew what his life was about. I knew what his hustle was about. You know, he taught me things along the way. Sat in a taxi and talked a lot. Back then there were buses.
The connection was much.
Exactly. You know, so for me to wake up in the morning and he's not saying hi back, really.
It changed
my life. Yes.
It pulled you back.
It did.
Sometime.
Yeah. For a moment, we were in. You have that feeling, you know, when in those moments you have lots of people around you, so you have people to hang on to, you know.
People to keep around.
Exactly, people to keep you around, you know. But then they finally go away, then you realize you're in trouble.
Okay. Bryan, tell us about something little about your education background briefly.
I went to Shimoni demonstration school from P1 to P7. Okay. Yeah. Those 7 years are the ones that I shared with my dad a lot, being it was a day school. Then I had opted for SMAC, that is St. Mary's, and St. Henry's College. So when SMAC didn't happen, St. Henry's happened.
How did life treat you in high school?
Tricky, I should say.
How tricky was it?
Tricky.
A lot of bullying.
Yeah, I grew up. I think my secondary school life pretty had a lot of bullying on the cards. Yes, we did all sorts of odd things that you do in boarding school. You know.
I understand that kind of stubbornness.
Exactly. Though I didn't. I can't say it. I had to pay one back to the next senior one chap that came through. Yeah. But it was an arousing experience in that you go away from this environment where you have family all around, and you have to go away to Masaka to start your own life without a father, you know, with less than 5,000 shillings pocket money. So I probably didn't fit in everything that happened in school. I was so much of an introvert, precisely. The only time I came out was when I love sport. I did a lot of sport in secondary school, lots of it. So the only time that I came out was...
Okay, you're done with high school.
Yeah, done with high school, came into campus. again, that was another struggle. You know, again, still an introvert, single mother, you know, tuition. Yeah, that's why when I saw this whole story that Suvi ran, the story that I had to look for that young man and just explain to him that
his story is inspirational.
Precisely. Actually, I could kind of relate, though for him, like I was telling, I'll share with the viewers later on those moments.
I saw some time back talent walls
exactly, precisely. Okay. So his story kind of resonated with mine. So the moment I had the chance to pick up the phone and call him, I was like, man, I can relate. You know, exactly. You'll pull through this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as a secondary, you do a lot of stuffs, you do different things.
Yeah.
True. Ate terudda tukulaba mu talent walls olina ebintu bingi byokwasaganya okikola otya okuba nti buli kimu okiwubudde mu kaseera kakyo?
I think the most important thing is, okay, I've done it two ways. First of all, I've learned to trust the groups that I work with, because you can't be in very many places at the same time. That means surely you could trust someone. Yes, you get to trust that when you're not around, this will move. You get to trust that that's the first thing. Then secondly, like I told you, on Monday morning I sit down, plan my week.
Plan your week.
Exactly.
How your week is going to run.
Precisely.
Okay, Bryan, Tubulide, what is Talent Walls?
Talent Walls is first of all a social enterprise. That's for starters. But before we even get into what Talent Walls is all about, I need to begin by saying that every human being has something that they love to do. Yes?
That is true.
That's true. Everyone might
has
something,
their own choices.
Exactly, something that is outside of what they are doing. Life might not necessarily channel you in that direction, but ultimately,
still in your heart, you still know it that you want to do this.
Exactly. And that right there is what inspires Talent Walls.
Okay.
That right there is what that inner, I don't know what words to use to describe it, but that's something that you ought to be passionate about. Now, Talent Walls is out as a social enterprise, like I said. That means definitely at some point in time we need to talk about the money.
The money.
Yes, but essentially we are out there we are on the lookout for youth who are talented. That's one. And youth who need a platform onto which to showcase their special talents.
Their talents.
Their talents, precisely. That's what
Talent Walls
is all about. Yes. Okay. Platform, get yourself out there, and then we see what happens afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
If any of our viewers has talent in there, you can come out and check out for Talent Walls. They can push you somewhere and reach an extent with your talent, I believe.
Sure.
Yeah.
We don't chase for the talent only, but while we do all of that, we also try to mold the person. It's not good to be just talented alone.
Yeah.
There are so many
a person to be molded.
Exactly. There are so many other aspects that need to be considered for you to actually make it there.
Yeah,
sure.
Okay. When did you start up Talent Walls officially?
Talent Walls has been around in the background for say 2 years. But then
2 years.
but then we came out last year, but wanted to actually
put action.
Put that vision into action. Yeah. And since then, I should say, it's fun.
I watched a video some time back about Talent Walls, because I know if I'm about to bring a guest, I do some research about them.
Sure.
I saw you move to different schools to speak to those youths out there.
Sure.
You go and give them some inspirational words.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do that. But that was now that bit that you talking about was a phase. In we are currently running a project called Gear Up Youth. Now, under that Gear Up Youth, that's where we have the bit about going down to and under Gear Up Youth, that's where we have the Stake Our Be Positive campaign, which is what you're talking about, which is what you're referring to. Now, under Stake Our Be Positive, that was the first part of the campaign.
Is it still running?
Yeah, it is still running. The schools are back in play now, so definitely, we have a couple of
things.
Things that are coming, that are in the pipeline.
Okay.
Yeah, but that bit that you are referring to as the first phase of our Stake Our Be Positive part of the Gear Up campaign, where we were going into schools to identify talent. That's the first thing, to identify talent, but then to also, in collaboration with our partner, with other partner organizations, to kind of pass on bits of information.
Bits of information.
Exactly.
Okay, Bryan, since you talk to different people out there,
Yeah.
you go in different societies, so to mold people,
Yeah.
or to mold people out there, how can one make the best out of tough situations?
How can, first of all, okay, I'll probably refer rhetorically to one of the events that we've held recently with one of our partners. It was about how the backgrounds mold, how our backgrounds mold the people that we become. Yeah.
Yeah, when you talk about the background, some people are so much affected by their backgrounds.
Exactly.
Yeah, they come out and believe they can't do anything more than that. After all, you know what? Went your background, you will never hurt you. So.
But then do you realize that? Okay, I'm not supposed to be asking the questions here, but do you realize that in our African setting here, most of the youth that have kind of pulled through are the youth that have had a rough background. Okay, I can't say rough background, but have had that channeled background, controlled background, where you have to do the hard stuff, what we call the hard stuff background.
Hustle.
The hustle, exactly. You have to escort your mother to the market, carry jerrycans of water from the well. Now those youths are the kind of people that we are dealing with, that have come out, that have, can I call them self-made?
Self-made.
That are self-made. Yes.
Okay. Allow me to continue from there. We're going to be continuing from there. Yakatweyungako tukyagenda mu maaso ne program The Lifeline. Nyongera okwaniriza tulina bingi ebyokwega olunaku olwaleero kansabe obe nga weekumidde ku TV yaffe ey'abavubuka esookeredde mu Uganda. Munzikirize ngendeko mu bulango bw'abakama baffe katono nkomewo n'omugenyi waffe.
See, baby, now we are 2 in 1. We are 2 in 1. When I'm away, you call on me. I call on you.
Hello, everyone. Do you have issues in finding a date? Are you a single gentleman outside there looking for a lover? And for the single ladies, have you ever dated many unserious men?
Let's say one of the things I believe, I should take a woman that is working. That's me, first of all. I can't take someone who has not, okay, she might not be educated, but at least that lady who works, hardworking, she has that good humor in her, she's funny. Yeah, I don't want to bring someone gloomy, then at the end of the day we're having conflicts. That's me.
And have you ever dated a guy who is not all that into a relationship?
But definitely there are conditions that will force me to take a sugar mommy. Yeah. In case if I'm that broke and she's going to help me in terms of my career, lift me from something to nothing, yeah, definitely I'll take a sugar mommy.
Everything comes with time. First we shall start as friends, we become something else, then if God allows us to, then we can proceed and be married. Because I wouldn't want to lie to someone that I'm looking for someone to settle with, then we find when we have differences. I do respect differences, but there are those who don't respect differences, of course. There is finding when for you don't respect the differences, and we may not push on and you'll be like, I lied to you from the start. No, I wouldn't want to lie to anyone. I'm a very open-minded person, by the way.
Remember, you can catch us live on our Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube right here at Youth Television Uganda, your #1 TV station in Uganda and the first ever youth station in Uganda.
Alright, welcome back from that short commercial break. We are still going on with our program. Tukyagenda maaso ne program ya Feli Lifeline. Akatoyonga ko nyongero kwaniza n'okujjukiza nti olunaku lwa Monday, it's an inspirational Monday. Tukuleetera either be it an inspirational or motivation speaker, be it a counselor. Nayogerako nammwe nga saaba nga asobola okuba inspiring. Olwala tutunulira persistency. Oba okulemerako nagambye omuntu okulemerako kyetaaga obugumiikiriza n'okukkiriza, otherwise oba tobiina. They want to go hand in hand with that. And today in the studio I have Bryan. As I told you, he's a motivational and inspirational speaker from Talentwalls Africa. Kotwina mu studio tukyagenda mu maaso sembera kumpi tuyigire ddala yetuyamba. Yeah, Bryan. Tukomye utwale tukyagenda mu maaso nga tukyagera. Naye olwakadde njagala tutunulire kino topic y'olwaleero, persistency, okulemerako. Abantu bangi ebweru eyo kasaagezaako natuuka ekiseera n'afeiringa. Nagamba after all ngezezaako mbikubi naye sooka otunulire what is persistency.
Persistence mukutegeera okwange, I should say, yembeera y'okwewaayo obutava ku kintu ky'owulira nga kyeweetaaga okubanga okola. Basically what I mean, you feel that there's something that you love to do, something that you believe is what your calling is. Ndowooza nti no tassaamu persistence, weba weetaaga persistence to be able to see whatever it is that is in your head, to see it to
I believe buli alina goals z'ayagala okutuukako alina okuba ne persistence.
Yes, exactly. However, I would say we need to tweak in certain elements to persistence. It's not enough to be persistent. You need to be persistent, but while pressing the right buttons.
Pressing the right
exactly.
buttons. Okay.
So I would start by saying, first thing, because like with Talentwalls, we've been with the first phase of our project, we are encouraging kids to first of all stay in school.
Okay.
That's the first thing. Yeah, persist. The first way you show how strong you are in character is by making sure that you go through school effectively. There will be very many things that you could otherwise be doing. Exactly. There are so many things that you would rather be doing than being at school. But school is a priority. That's the first form of persistence. Yes. Then how about if you're someone who is not in school? There's also that other
some
group
people who aren't educated, who never went to school at all.
Precisely. Now for those ones again, that's why I said you need to do tweaks to your persistence. It is not just enough for you to keep pumping the persistence story. You need to be able to do tweaks in your lifestyle, save, make friends, make useful friends. If you get a smartphone, don't like the right things. Okay, look for the right characters, people who build on your profile, people who don't go for betting just because you bought a mobile phone. That is the wrong
have to
click.
keep on the right track.
Precisely. Yeah.
Okay, life is full of ups and downs.
Yeah.
When do you think one needs to persist in life?
You need to persist. It is there are moments in time when all seems to be going well. Yeah, and then you believe that you got the right idea of whatever it is that you want and you have it going.
You have it.
Yes, and that builds complacency. When you become complacent, when you become complacent, then the persistence element kind of dies. But it is during those tough times when you say you lose a job, say you have this brilliant idea but you don't have capital. Exactly. It is during those times that your character needs to come out. That persistent element needs to come out.
That's when you need to persist.
That's when you need to persist. Lemerako. Precisely.
Kansubira omulabe omulungi olina kyoyiga mu topic y'olwaleero ey'okulemerako bakiyita persistence. Olina okulemerako buli kyoba okola. Be with hope, beera n'essuubi ate beera n'okukkiriza. Kasoba ne Katonda ng'olina okukkiriza mu Katonda. Everything is possible. Buli kimu kisoboka, lemerako buli kyokola.
True.
Okay. Tukyeyongerayo. Abantu abamu tebalina ssuubi mu bulamu. Of whereby of course omuntu waba talina ssuubi aba tagenda kufuna maanyi galemerako mu bulamu.
Yeah.
What does it take to be persistent?
First of all, you need to believe in God. That's the first thing. God always. Because your belief in God first of all shows him, the Almighty, that you actually really want this thing. That's the first. I believe that's the first thing. God first, then the rest can fall in place. Can fall in place. And knowing God puts you in a certain, automatically eliminates certain aspects of your life that would otherwise take you off the trail. Yes, I believe so personally, because I've experienced it. You know, there was a moment in my life when I was really going off track. Yes, but then I just need just one exactly. And when you get into that, you begin to lose certain bits. As a youth, let me address the youth on this one. You begin to lose certain aspects of your life. You're more focused. You reduce on the distractions. You reduce, and that helps you focus more. To concentrate on what exactly you want. Exactly. And that way you can keep your persistence levels. Exactly. You keep your persistence levels at that. Okay.
Persistence goes hand in hand with belief.
True.
Yeah.
Add an element of passion in there, because you could be a footballer, for example. You could be passionate about football, but if you don't believe in yourself, it can't work. And vice versa. If you don't believe that you can be the good footballer that you were meant to be, you will never be the footballer that you want to become. So that means...
Okay, that brings me to a question which I wanted to ask you.
Yes.
At the moment we began.
Yeah.
Saying, how does one hope for the best and prepare for the worst in life?
How does one hope for the best and prepare for the worst? First of all, I believe you need to pick up certain things and hang on to them. That's the first thing. I believe we all, I'm sure we will all sit down at some point and think about certain aspects of our lives. Could be in a taxi, could be in a cafe somewhere, you could be waiting for someone, you know, and then you think about how you will be like, why did I wear this trouser this morning, you know? You always think about yourself at some point in time. Yes, and I think that is the origin of what you want to do. I believe that. I know that I'm getting to the. I'm
getting you.
Yes, so I'm thinking that the first point is to sit down and do some soul searching, do some self searching.
Self-evaluation.
Exactly. So what you call it? State muendi, embera muendi right now. Ntandise kuchenjagala. If not, how do I modify nkyusamu ntya okulaba nti neeteka mu layini y'ekintu kyenjagala.
Okay.
I believe that's the first step.
That's the first step.
Then, like I said, bring in good friends. It's very important to have good friends. Not everyone out there is your friend. Exactly. Have the right. Be on the lookout for the right kinds of friends, and never be afraid to approach people who you think have an element that they can add to your life. That is another thing that so and so is in alimweno gundi sijja kusobola omulabanga ine ekiti kyalimu yalo kiyingira mu plotting ntuukayo ntya. How do I get there? Yes.
Look for ways to get there.
And then when you get there, have a pre-planned idea of what you want to tell him. Don't ask for an autograph.
I understand.
I understand.
Okay, Bryan, if you are given a chance to change anything, what would it be?
Anything as in on a personal level, in general?
About youth.
About?
Generally about youth.
About youth. Perception. I would love to change the perception.
Why perception?
Why perceptions? Youth, first of all, we have these very huge ideas. That's the first thing. But we just can't channel them in the right direction because of the way we perceive that we want to.
The way we perceive.
Exactly, we perceive things. So I believe that if you're a young man, if you're a young lady out there, and you have something that you want to do and you have something that you want to do, sit down and draw a big picture. And then kiriza until to get there. You will just not make it on your own. And that is the biggest weakness between Gamba. Buloka nga zinsazeewo okuba nze ngenda kuba buloka zange 5 nata kimanya nti bwafunayo ne munne basobola okuba buloka 10 mu lunaku lumu mufo ky'okuba buloka 5. Perception.
Kituufu. Okay, tuze wali ku nsonga y'okulemerako persistency. Abantu bamu batuuka ekisala ne balemererwa n'agamba ngezezaako okulemerako ekintu kituuse ekiseera ekigamba. When do you think enough is enough?
When do you think enough is enough? I really wouldn't catch myself in that line of thought, for starters. I mean, until your deathbed, we are always trying to do something. I woke up this morning, I'm trying to do something. Everyone that is watching out there woke up this morning to attempt to do something. So I think this is a cycle that goes on. Yeah, really, I don't think we need to get to that point where you have to give up. Why give up?
Don't you believe that there is a moment where enough is enough?
No, there are no moments when enough is enough. There are moments when you need to realize that you need to change the direction.
Exactly.
But it's not the end.
It's not enough.
It's just a corner, actually.
If it isn't working out where you expected it to work, you should change something.
Exactly.
Else.
Tweak something.
But not letting it be enough.
Exactly. Enough just can't be enough.
Okay. Bryan, tutulidde ova mu kibiina kya Talent Walls.
Yeah.
Tufunye wano omulaba waffe omulungi abuuza Talent Walls basangibwa wa?
Talent Walls is, we have offices in Kololo, that is on Very Lane, plot 2. Abanoonya description mu Luganda eri kiriya kyamira ku Lugogo bypass. Gendera ddala mu maaso paka Mirembe shopping arcade, there's a Mirembe shopping arcade, waliwo oluguudo olwambuka olugenda ku Russian embassy. Now that is the traditional way of describing it. That's very lane. We are on plot 2. Yes.
How about you yourself? Omuntu akufunye atya in case singa badala okutuukirira?
Personally, I have all over social media. That's the first thing. It is something that I had to tweak in my lifestyle to push me in the right direction. Like I told you, back in high school, I was an introvert. I kept a lot to myself. Yes, but then nowadays I prefer to be out there. People to know.
Be open.
Exactly, because there are people who follow you, people who believe in you, and who really think that what you're doing is what they're supposed to be doing.
Okay, tell you.
So across all the social media platforms, I'm available. Bryan, with a couple of tweaks, dashes here, full stops there, but you'll always get to whatever. But then for Talent Walls is also across the board, across all social media platforms. Just look for Talent Walls.
Okay, Bryan, as we are concluding the show, what advice would you give to some youths out there who are hopeless? Abatebalina ssuubi mu bulamu.
Omuvubuka atolina ssuubi. Advantage y'osooka okuba nayo nti olina obulamu ekintu ekisooka. So every day that you wake up in the morning, thank God for life. Nti Mukama ampadde obulamu ekintu ekisooka. Omuntu ng'okyalina obulamu.
Obulamu kyabugagga.
Kyabugagga eky'obugagga ky'olina okusooka okukola ki? Ekyokubiri kyenzizaako omuntu atalina osuubira nti olina essuubi liweddemu. Nze ndowooza nti essuubi lyolabanga essuubi okuggwamu, nze nkirabanga ekkoona mu bulamu bwo. Tokkiriza kisenge ekikuyimiridde mu maaso okuyimirira kikuba ekkoona. Waliwo ebyo options nyingi. Ky'ekyokubiri. Ekyokusatu, noonya abantu abasobola. Buli ffenna weeyongereko ku bantu abasobola okukola kiyamba. Platforms nyingi. Now with the advent of social media, you can easily reach out to anyone. Exactly. You don't even have to call. You don't have to call people. Just reach out
to anyone.
To anyone. Yes. As long as their accounts are available, as long as their contacts are available. Reach out to them. You never know who will call back. Exactly. You never know who will call back. Trust me, there are people in my life who have called me back. And I was like, okay, so and so is on the other end of the line. But why? Because I didn't close the window. So please,
you had hope.
Exactly. Young lady, young gentleman out there, there's nothing like hopelessness. Please don't even consider the thought. Hopelessness is not a place for a youth. In today's
generation.
Exactly. There's no room for hopelessness. There are very many things you can do. Akatono kolina kotandikanako. Bw'oba olaba program eno kitegeeza you online, kitegeeza you have data, you have a smartphone. Already that you're holding in your hands is the first step out of hopelessness.
Okay, time is not on our side. Allow me to Okay, send out some greetings or shout outs to some of your friends in 2 minutes.
In 2 minutes,
I give it 1 minute. Time ain't on our
yeah,
side.
true. I think I'll keep my focus to my mates. I call them my mates. I am multifaceted, so I'll reach out to my group at Ascent Classic. Then I'll also reach out those ones are like 5. Mayor, like you guys, William, Maria, my sister runs Ascent Classic. That is now the other brand. That's why I brought in the element of trust. Exactly. So hi guys, I love you guys. Then I call them my babies, talent walls, because they are all youth. We are building one another. I love you guys. Let's keep the fire burning. Let's keep doing the work. Let's put in a shift, and we shall come to the top of this thing.
All right, Bravo from Luigi, thank you for being with us from the start to the end of the show. Let me hope you picked out something out of his words. Kansubira inachoiza mbigambo byagedde leero nze nabukera Leila nsikiriza tusinkana olunaku olw'enkya wabula tumira ku Godi producer wa olwaleero, Isaac ku camera, Mr. Fred ne boy ka mu control room mukola kyamaanyi nga okogasa ne management ya Youth Television mukolera ddala omulimu gw'amaanyi. Let's meet tomorrow at the same time. Tomorrow is going to be business. Bye bye.